What's up, cupcakes? What's going on, guys? How the heck are you today? Huh? How you doing? Kind of a boring day today, to be honest with you. Kind of boring. Bitcoin still just kind of going sideways, right? And I mean, that's not necessarily a terrible thing, but you know, Mr. T, there's just so much uncertainty right now with what's going on in the Middle East. I think Mr. T had tweeted out this morning that he had approved plans to get involved, but he was holding back on the final go ahead. So, I mean, you could see something, a strike happen as early as today, tonight, tomorrow, or you could see none, right? So, markets just don't know what to do with this right now, right? Just sideways, boring action. And that, uh, I mean, honestly, that's almost like a worst case scenario because most people would probably prefer for the market to either pump or dump, right? So that you can either accumulate or enjoy a green portfolio, one of the two. But right now, you got neither. You're just sitting in purgatory waiting for some sort of decisive action, right? So that's kind of what we're all waiting on the edge of our seats right now. Lions Den says hit the like and subscribe. Don't be a sissy bird, you panic sellers. Yes, do not be a panic seller, guys. Hit the like button. We got 228 people watching, 53 likes, guys. Smash the like button. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing. So don't make it weird. Don't make it weird, right? E Dubs in the house. I hope we get some good news, Rob. Thank you for all you do and helping keep people positively moving forward. Hey, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Isaac, greetings, my friend. Good to see you. Lick a tongue in the house. First Pokemon of the day, Jake the Snake. We got Bulbasaur, J Money. What's going on, brother? What else do we have? Funky, what's up, my dude? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Cody, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. The gang is all here. Remember to smash the like, everybody. Yes, absolutely, says J Money. 100%. Jake the Snake says, everybody get your popcorn ready. Joy, hey, how's it going? Didn't show up late this time. Happy Thursday. Let's all hit the likes. Rob always has the greatest content. Thank you so much. Nick, what's up, buddy? The Bears, they smell the menstruation. All bulls around here. Let's go. I sold everything and went all in on my new coin, Blue Chew coin. Is that Saturday in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Let's go. William, good to see you, buddy. Get that dry powder ready. Exactly. Easy. I have an addiction. Her name is Miria. I got the same bug. She's a sexy thing. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, Mars in the house. It feels more and more like this bull market is just going to be a big blow off top. As things keep pushing it down, everything gets Yes, I agree. It really does feel like a beach ball underwater, just getting ready to go. I absolutely agree. And that's why I compare it so often lately to the 2017 cycle, right? So let's go have a look again at the 2017 bull run. Let's have a look at that. We were looking at gold yesterday. That's right. Quick shout out first, though, to my guy, Isaac. A little token of appreciation. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciation is always appreciated. See what I did there? Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Super chat's been kind of drying up over the last few days. I think people are feeling a little bit too bearish. What do we got? So let's go look at the total two, right? Because this is what you really care about. See, here's the thing, guys. Check this out. Look at the bullish structure on the total two right now. If you don't know what the total two is, it's the market cap of all of the altcoins, everything except Bitcoin, right? And look at this bull flag that we're in right now, just getting ready to break. We got to snap above this 200-day here and break out of this bull flag. So we are in a very bullish structure right now on the total two as it sits. Now, if we go and we look at, let me get rid of this. That was something else we were looking at. Let's go look at the 2017 cycle, right? Let's zoom in here on it. So as you can see, for the 2017 cycle, it was essentially just, we slowly kind of, worked our way upwards down here, right? We worked our way up. Took us, how long did that take us before we finally started going? So we trended in an upward fashion for 149 days, right? Give or take 149 days. We were going sideways, but upwards, right? Because we ended up actually going up. The total market cap, before we started going parabolic, the total market cap for the altcoins actually went up 298%. This doesn't look like it, but that's 298% of a move on the market cap for everything except Bitcoin, right? And then we move forward, and then look what happens when we finally snap to the upside, just like you just described, Yo-Yo Mars, right? We did this suppression for 149 days, and then boom, right? Look what took place seemingly out of nowhere, right? And we went straight parabolic for 241% over the course of 28 days. That's it. 28 days. That is all the parabolic part of the bull run took. 28 days, less than a month. So if you're sitting there right now and you're listening to some content creator, or you're thinking to yourself that because of all this stuff that's happening, the parabolic part of the bull run, because there's only like 5-6 months left of this year, then it has to bleed into 2026. If you're thinking that that's the case, the parabolic part of the altcoin season, the parabolic part of the altcoin season in the 2017 cycle lasted 27 days. So if you think that we cannot fit in a 28-day parabolic run into the altcoins in the next 5 months, you're tripping, right? So we could see it happen in September, October, or maybe we'll wait till November, right? So like this happened in 2017, this took place from the beginning of December until right at the beginning of January. So that last month of the year is where it took place. That could happen again this time. We could see a parabolic run of almost 241% in the altcoin market cap over the course of the next, or over the course of December, right? And then it's over. And then look what happened. Then it was over, just like that. Boom, done, into a bear market, right? So 241%. Let's just say it mirrors that for argument's sake. Let's say that it mirrors that right now. Let's go have a look. Where would that bring the market cap? Let's see. From where we are right now, I gotta zoom out further. 241%. Son of a. Roughly. Got to make it a little bit smaller. Jeez. So that would bring us roughly to the market cap of $3.86 trillion market cap for the altcoins. 3.3, yeah. 3.86 trillion. So there you go. That's crazy. That's crazy. For that to happen in 28 days, right? Juicy, guys. So a little bit of perspective there for you, for anybody saying, well, because things are happening with this Iran situation and the tariffs and all this stuff, that means that the bull run has to happen next year. No, it doesn't. It could happen in 1 month, and then that's it. right? Boom, kibbutz down into a bear market, right? So keep that in mind, guys. A little bit of perspective. As always, guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Costs you absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And also, guys, just so you know, I will be dropping some more exclusive content over on the Patreon today. So make sure you guys get over there as well. You do not want to miss the show, guys. Don't miss the gun show, right? What do we got? Spuds, what's up, man? Good to see you. Crypto Nerd, I need a vote in the poll that says I'm a sissy bear, too scared to buy the dip. That's fair. That's fair. Lily, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Y'all think the Fed cuts rates in July? Nope, I don't think they will. I think they'll wait until, because there won't be one in July, and then there is none. There is no FOMC meeting in August. So then the next possible time for them to cut rates would be September, which right now is what the market is pricing in, is a rate cut in September, right? Jake the Snake Roberts here. If you ain't buying, you're dying. Parallel Life, what's up, crypto crazies? Enjoying the rare sunshine in the UK. There you go. Gamma Goddess, there she is. I hope prices stay like this so I can DCA next week when my dry powder comes in. Hope everyone is enjoying the sale while it lasts. Let's get this money. Hell yeah. JD Beats, you need an all of the above option on the poll. That's fair. Maybe next time I'll do that. Careful what you wish for, Gamma. Yes. When you think the market will do one thing, it turns around and does the opposite. Yep, exactly. Vegito Black, Miria. Absolutely, man. There she is. Green tea. We got Squirrel in the house. Third Pokemon of the day. Good afternoon, Rob. AMB Crypto Future Family. You probably meant end there, didn't you? Braveheart. Stacking my gems. Grateful for the continued accumulation phase. Short-term pain. Long-term gain. Absolutely. Alex. Will the Russell pump same time as alts? Yes. Yes, it will. Because we're talking about all risk on assets, right? So we're waiting for the Russell to smash above the 200 here. Now, you guys know I've covered this 100 times. If you don't know what the Russell is, it's a market cap of basically everything, the smaller cap stocks, right? So it's like the altcoin market for everything outside of the S&P 500, essentially, right? Now, the reason this is important is because the last time it broke out back here in the previous bull run of 2021, we ran up, we had a big dip, then we ran up to the 200-day, bounced off it a couple times, we broke above it, came back down, and then we finally smashed above it, and then we went parabolic, right? So that's the market cap of the Russell. So all of the risk on stocks, right? So that's when that happened. That happened at the exact same time that the altcoin market cap went crazy, the total 2, in the last cycle, 2021. So as you can see, we dumped below the 200-day. We came back up to it, broke above, and we use it as resistance for what looks like about a week or two. And then we finally broke above it and went nuts, okay? So what are we doing right now? We had a dump. We've hit it. We're using it as resistance, right? So what I'm anticipating here, maybe we hit it once or twice more, and then eventually we break past the 200, and away we go on the Russell, right? And when the Russell starts going nuts, that means the appetite for risk on assets is starting to, is back, essentially. So that's when we will start to see altcoins go nuts as well. So, Nicholas, what's up, big dog? Good to see you, buddy. Where do you think Swift can dip to? Honestly, man, here's the thing, guys. I keep getting asked these short-term things. Well, if we have a dip on this or if we have a pump on that, guys, we literally we're sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for the POTUS to decide whether he's going to get involved in a war, okay? There's no possible way to predict if he jumps into this war where any coin is going to go, right? In terms of altcoins. Bitcoin's a little bit easier. It's got a much, much larger market cap. and it has much more prevalent support levels and stuff. I mean, we could see 101, 102K. We could see us fall to 98K to 95K, right? It's easier to see that on Bitcoin. But when it comes to the altcoins, guys, until we clear up this situation in the Middle East, there's no telling where they could go, right? Support levels aren't going to mean anything if the U.S. physically engages in a war. It's just support levels aren't going to mean anything, right? So I got my Swift orders set for 1.073. There you go. Why does the U.S. Get involved in everything? Why doesn't England, Scotland get involved? Why us? That's a question for the ages, William, that I can't really answer for you, my friend. I have no idea. The U.S., kind of the world police. I don't know, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you why, like, the UK and England and Scotland and all these other countries don't step in to do anything first, right? So I couldn't tell you. Mr. T just said now he'll make a decision in the next 2 weeks. So there you go. So now we're going to be sitting on the edge of our seat for the next 2 weeks, right? So accumulate or don't. Not financial advice. Do what you're going to do, right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Whether you decide to accumulate over the next 2 weeks while Mr. T makes his decision, or you choose not to accumulate over these next 2 weeks, either way, that 2 weeks is going to pass no matter what your decision is. So you can come out of it after taking advantage of the opportunity and accumulating, or you can come out of it not accumulating anything and regretting later and asking me 5 weeks from now whether I think we'll see lower prices again so that you can buy, right? You're going to do one of those two things. Either way, that 2 week period is going to pass, right? Team America World Police, yes. Kizza, my guy, what's up, man? Steering his ship to more prosperous endeavors, and we're all his passengers. Best man in crypto, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Andy, there's my dude. What's up, buddy? Hey, Rob, no super chat tonight. Spent all my funds on Miria's dip. Hey, your portfolio comes first, brother. I appreciate you, my friend. What's up, Rob, on TA on honey? How bullish are you? I'm bullish on honey. I'm bullish on honey. I got a lot of money. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at honey. Still in a downward structure. You had like a fake breakout that failed. I don't know what caused it, but you came right back up to your previous high here. There's not a lot of history on honey. That's the thing, right? But if you exclude that fake out, right? If you exclude that fake out that failed, the failed breakout and retest, then I mean you've got yourself a descending channel for sure, right? Falling wedge. You're in a bullish structure if it holds, but again, you have a severe lack of history here when it comes to honey on the charts, right? So these will generally break to the upside, but it does all depend on what Bitcoin decides to do, right? Mr. Buy the Dip, my guy, my dude, what's up, man? A dip buy in time. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Overcome in the house. Shift. I'm new to crypto, but not new into investing. New here, just wondering, as a low spender, where should I focus, or where I can go read more information. If you're newer, what I would suggest is jumping on over to the Patreon community. We got thousands of people over there that are going to be able to help you out and guide you, that have been through multiple bull runs, my friend. That's where I would suggest you go. Jump on over to the Patreon community. You're going to get the help that you need. We're live over there every day answering questions and everything as well. And you can book mentorship coaching calls as well. So get all the help that you need over there, my friend. Arbitrum, Crow, and AXL. There you go, man. No like equals no bull run. Yeah, guys, it's scientifically proven. You know, if you're watching right now and you're not hitting the like button, it works against your portfolio, because we actually will not see an altcoin season if there's no likes on the videos, right? So you don't want to do that to yourselves, guys. We have 384 people watching, and we have 109 likes, guys. It's like you're just running up and kicking me in the gonads for no reason, right? Andy, my dude, steps up, joking. Tidy profit today on Forda. There you go. Appreciate everything you do for your community. Best decision I've made joining the Patreon. Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate you, dude. You head faked me there, brother. Yes, Forda has been doing fantastic. I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and Forda was actually up 87% when I woke up. And I went back to bed, and then it's still up 51%. So yeah, Forda got listed on an exchange last night. I'll show you. Oh, no, that's Swift. Yeah, they got listed on BitHub last night, a South Korean exchange. That's why it's been pumping so hard. So, but yeah, Forda, another one of our gems over on the Patreon that just started going crazy. Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. Kizza, not quite true, William. The UK has participated a lot. No like equals kicking Rob in the family jewels. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Yeah, come on. Don't be that guy. Jake the Snake. At this stage, I'm more afraid of holding dry powder than him. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. You're in this like seesaw of, I want to make sure I'm holding dry powder, but then you're also struggling with, I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of dry powder when the market starts to go. I want to be fully deployed. So it's kind of this, double-edged sword, right? JTS is smart. Invest in assets, don't hold fiat. Exactly. Been buying the XRP, XLM, and ADA dip since 2019. Still waiting for U.S. crypto regulations. Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing, is that we talk a lot about regulations being put in place and how close we are, but that's on a zoomed out scale. You have to remember that, right? Because at the end of the day, it's still going to take time. Government doesn't move fast, right? So, I mean, a lot of these regulations that are coming in, a lot of these tax implications that are coming in and stuff, none of that stuff's really going to be in effect or done probably until the peak of the 2028, 2029 cycle, right? Government does not move fast when it comes to these things. So something to keep in mind. Well, more dry powder is always useful for buying more. Let's go. Yes. White House stated Mr. T will make a decision U.S. involvement within the next 2 weeks. Yeah. So spend the next 2 weeks. For me, I'm going to spend it accumulating, right? So I still believe the top of this bull run will end in 520 days after the halving. Hangman, you're absolutely right, man. And that would be right around the middle of October going into November, right? I'm doing my little Trump dance here. I didn't even realize it, but yeah, you're absolutely right, Hangman. I'm with you on that. I agree. Lily with the super chat. Save the crown jewels. Hit the like button. Yes, exactly. Yes. Ty, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Rob, you're going to be there for us when our faces are puddles. We can't see to sell. I got your back, brother. I got your back. December for alt season, boss. Doesn't that not coincide with the M2? I'm just pointing out what happened in the 2017 cycle and how fast it can happen. I'm not saying that the blow off top's going to happen in December this time. I'm saying it happened in 1 month. It only took 1 month, 28 days for the parabolic part of the bull run to start and end just like that, right? That's why I keep saying, guys, and I do have a video coming out later today talking about this. It's going to happen fast, and that's what you need to understand, right? You get so used to everything happening so slow with the market, dips and dumps and sideways and boring. The parabolic part of this phase It's going to be quick. Quick as a hiccup. So that's why we call it the no sleep zone. If you're not ready to go, if you're not prepared, you're not paying attention, man, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out, right? Imagine the market being boring and slow, so you step away from YouTube and stuff, and you're not keeping up on stuff. Say, I'll come back in a couple of weeks when market starts going again, and then you come back and you missed over half the parabolic part of the bull run because you were too lazy to pay attention to what's been going on. Could you imagine? You wait three and a half years for this phase to come, and then you go make a mistake and take off and stop paying attention just when things get ready to start going nuts. Oh man, and it'll happen to some of you guys. It'll happen, right? So something to pay attention to, guys. Something to pay attention to. Rob, I went to the gym for the first time. I was able to squat 305 deadlift. Isaac, that is absolutely fantastic, brother. But what I would tell you is that if it's your first time in the gym, you probably should not be trying to squat 305 pounds and deadlift 315. You should probably be working up your muscle stability and stamina. Otherwise, you're just going to blow your back out or something, and then you're going to be on the shelf, brother. Slow and easy, my friend. Slow and easy. Slow and that's how it's got to go, right? Free and easy. That's the way you got to be. Carlos, what's up, man? We will keep getting delayed. Looks like, well, I mean, for now. But like I said, guys, 2017 cycle, 28 days. You got 5 months to go of this year, right? It only takes 28 days for this market to start going parabolic and to stop going parabolic. So I spent more time trying to answer your poll than I did getting ready for work. Too many options. There you go. Sav, hey, Rob, in a scenario where alt season happens in 1 month, does it change the prices? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It just means the moves up are more violent. That's all it means. Big C, what's up, man? Coming in from Utah. Come on down if you move to Colorado, brother. Hey, amen to that, man. Amen to that. Marvin, my dude, what's up? Thank you for everything you do, brother Rob. Hey, no problem, brother. No problem. Go tomorrow. Yes, make it a habit. Make it a habit. Hey, Rob, in the next bear market, what price do you expect ZBEC to retrace to? About 90 to 95% from it, wherever it tops, right? You're not going to know where something's going to retrace to until you know where it tops in the bull market, right? Bond market is screwed. Bitcoin is a scam. There you go. Heard a price prediction. Naka. Hard to predict Naka until we see the blow off top. I'm not sure. Gonna wait and see. Yes. Hey Rob, you see ZBEC hitting 4 cents? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, house. In the words of Dennis Leary, we got. That's true. That's true. I believe his words were, "We got the bombs." Okay. Imagine XCN goes back to good old days of 2 zeros 1 0. Oh, that would be insane. What an opportunity that would be. Maybe Rob's crystal ball can predict the future for ZBEC's retracement. I'm super bullish on ZBEC. I'm ready to have my face melted. Let's go. Paul, hey Rob, nice to see you again. Good to see you, my friend. The New World Order is being okay. There you go. There you go. Pay attention to the accumulation habits. If Mr. T is buying, then maybe exactly. Good point. Overcome. Good point. Watch what they're doing with their money, not what they're saying on TV. Double the likes, double the gains. Milk money in the house. John, blessings, my friend. 316. Good to see you. Strawberry Dragon, Rob, your daily videos help me so much to not be emotional. You are our rock. I do what I can. I do what I can. I personally am a fan of the chill vibes touch grass routine. It'll either affect us or it won't, but it's out of my hands. Exactly. Ceiling fan. I bought Miria and Jasmine on the dip. I hope we don't go much lower though. Want to be in the profits for once. There you go. Babes, my dude. What's up, buddy? Love the singing, Rob. There you go. The White Hats Military Alliance. Nice. We got Big Bono supporting the channel. Good morning, brother. Stay the course and don't get shaken out. Join the Patreon. I would have been a sissy bear without it. Absolutely. Would have been crying like a sissy bear. What do I do from here? Where are we? John says smash the likes. Danny, Scotland, England, Wales, Ireland are all UK armed forces. Yes. You had me belly laughing. I need to thank you, brother. Hey, no problem, man. Blessings to you too, my friend. Sweet bid. What's going on with the currency conversion? Andy may now have the record. Love the support, Andy. Blessings, brother. Yes, Andy always supporting the channel. Absolutely. Andy's always got my back. Be it, trust me. Okay. Do I take my honey and roll it into Miria? Ask me over on the Patreon, my friend, and I'll help you. That's what we do the Patreon live streams for. Have 50 lots on 34.90. Make Jake the Snake missed Forda. Miria on the win. How did you miss Forda? We called Forda on the Patreon like 5 months ago. You're slipping. You're slipping. Hey, Rob, several people are saying to cut your altcoin holdings since they might dump hard. Yeah, a lot of people were also saying that when Bitcoin was $15,000 and got a lot of people wrecked. That's why it's always important to make sure you're doing your own research and not listening to dumb people. Because unfortunately, the sad thing about the internet is that anyone can hop on and say any old dumb thing that they want, right? Personally, I've showed thousands of metrics to you guys at this point, right? I'm not selling nothing. I'm in accumulation mode. I mean, if you want to listen to people that are telling you to, you know, sell at a loss or dump your bags or whatever the case might be, I personally think it's a terrible idea. But I mean, I literally just showed you on the altcoin, the total 2 market cap chart, that the total 2 is in a bull flag structure getting ready to snap to the upside. That would be the worst time to sell your altcoins when the altcoin market cap is about to go parabolic. But that's just me, right? I went into Orbit in that ZBIC run 2 weeks ago. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We made a good run out of that. Ramona supporting the channel. I didn't get the notification. Everyone smash the like, please. Ramona's showing up late, but she's always got my back as well. I was all in on ZBIC at the time. I aped. Nice. There you go. Yes, don't LOL to dumb people. I'm stacking with Rob. Exactly. Yeah. I ain't falling for that stuff, man. I'm not falling for that stuff. Like, here's the thing that you guys have to understand. I would say honestly, and this is just an arbitrary percentage number I'm pulling out of the clouds right now, but I'm basing it off of what I'm seeing on YouTube, right, over the last couple of years. Probably 85% of crypto content creators on YouTube right now have never been through a full 4-year cycle before. They've never been through one. They have no experience at all. And they're pushing out content, giving people financial advice, right? That's why it's important that you pay attention to who you're watching and who you're listening to, because it becomes painfully obvious who's been through cycles before and who has not, right? And should you be listening to someone who's never been through a full 4-year cycle telling you when a 4-year cycle is going to end, when like, it doesn't make sense, right? It's the blind leading the blind. So you got to be careful out there. Isaac, I do a lot of heavy lifting at work. I went to the gym to put a number to my strength. There you go. There you go, man. Still be careful, brother. Still be careful, right? Where are we here? Where are we in the chat? Rob, what do you think about Moonwell? I love Moonwell. Love it. I work construction. Nice. Thoughts on Arena on AVAX? I've never heard of it. Yeah, brother Rob, this one of your yes, I know you're on the Patreon, brother. We'll be online EST time tonight. No, the Patreon live stream today is at about 2:30 2:30 to 3 p.m. Central. In about 40 to 50 minutes from now, we'll be live on the Patreon. Florence, good afternoon. Isaac, Rob, if I'm tuned in every day to my patio to watch your channel, should it be okay catching my conservative price points? Yeah, you should be okay. You should be good. What's up? I believe we get, but here's the thing though, Isaac, I won't be helping people exit the market or take profits on YouTube, only on Patreon. So that's where you're going to need to be paying attention. So, and like to all the people who are going to be asking me to help them exit the market on YouTube on the live streams, you guys, you got to be over on the Patreon. I won't help you on YouTube take your profits and stuff like that, right? So make sure you're over in the community. What's up? I believe we're getting the last dip before the rip. There you go. Lions Den. Rob, you have the voice of an angel and when you sing. I wish. Who else votes America or Canada? Canadian Idol also moved to New York. Cool. Thanks. Well, actually, or North Carolina, sorry. I do want to travel the States at some point. I am going to do a lot of traveling next year. Like I told you guys, I'm twisting Otaku's arm, and I'm going to be forcing him to come with me to all of the crypto conferences, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that stuff. XRP. I'm twisting his arm. I'm taking him with me everywhere. It's going to be the future Otaku Roadshow all year next year. We're going to make content out at all of the conferences and stuff like that. So, Alex, the logbook for your emotions has helped me. Thanks. Hey, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm buying Pith. There you go. Pith's a great pickup right now. Still holding so much FUD right now. Yeah, exactly. All right, I got to get into some of the news here, guys. So I got to skip ahead. I apologize if I miss your comment in the chat, but it's a busy chat today, guys. I dig it. I love it. I want some more of it, but we got to get into some of the news, right? It's been almost an hour. Okay, so but before we do, quick shout out as always to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. Get yours today. Use our link down below. Get a great deal. Get a 2-for-1 deal on the biometric wallet or get the card wallet. Either way, guys, use our link and you will get a great deal. All right, let's get into the Mr. T stuff here and the Fed first, right off the hop. Mr. T says, too late, Jerome Powell is costing our country hundreds of billions of dollars. He's truly one of the dumbest and most destructive people in government, now that Gary Gensler's gone, of course. The Fed board is complicit. Europe has had 10 rate cuts. We've had we've had none this year. We should be 2.5 points lower. And here's the thing, guys. He's pissed off because he's trying to refinance $7 trillion in debt for the country at a higher rate. So I understand his frustration here, right? A couple more super chats. Hook 'em. Buy a gem with the super chat. Cheers. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. You should call your Otaku Future Tour Crystal Balls of Steel World Tour. There you go. Cover of the Rolling Stones, baby. Okay, so to piggyback off of that, though, let's get into this article. So Mr. T accuses Fed board of plotting, they probably meant plotting against him, calls Powell the ringleader. Mr. T is now claiming the Federal Reserve Board is working against him. On Thursday, he went after not just Jerome Powell, but the entire board, accusing them of intentionally damaging the U.S. economy and derailing his presidency. This isn't the first time Mr. T has publicly gone after Powell with embarrassing results, but it is the first time he's accused the entire Federal Reserve Board of being part of this so-called plot. It's worth pointing out that Mr. T appointed Powell to the board himself during his first term. He also put most of the other current board members there who are registered Republicans in mind. So I would add a little caveat to this, though, guys, right? And that is that with inflation being higher and the economy in a worse situation than it is right now. Last year, Powell gave Biden three rate cuts, 25, 25, and 50%, right? So he gave him 3 rate cuts in a year. And we're winding down June right now, and he has not given Mr. T a single rate cut. So he does have a bit of an argument here. The economy is better than it was when Powell cut rates last year, and inflation is better now than it was when he cut rates last year, but he won't cut them for the current administration, right? It does seem a little off. I'm not saying that the Fed and Powell are working against him. I'm just saying there is some smoke, right? He's not completely off base by saying what he's saying, right? The current lineup: Jerome Powell, Republican. Yeah, we don't care about that. Republican, despite the mix of political affiliations, the entire board is known to back Powell unconditionally. He also has strong bipartisan support in Congress and the Senate, meaning any real attempts to remove him will likely lead to a legal and political mess that Mr. T can't easily win. But that hasn't stopped him from slamming Powell every week anyway. It's almost a sport at this point. Powell made it clear Wednesday once again that there won't be any rate cuts anytime soon. He said, "For the time being, we are well positioned to wait to learn more about the likely course of the economy." No, what he said was, we're not cutting rates because of tariffs, and we don't know what the effects of tariffs are going to be. So he did blame Mr. T for the fact that they're not cutting rates, right? Let's keep it non-biased here. The article seems to be leaning one way, leaving out certain facts, right? Even with all the insults, Mr. T is still dancing around the idea of firing Powell. At one point, he said he would name a new Fed chair very soon. A few weeks later, he denied ever saying he wanted to remove Powell at all. So far, he made no final decision, but he keeps hinting that Powell's days are numbered. The Federal Reserve Board doesn't serve at the president's whim. No, it serves at the whim of the banks. These governors are confirmed by the Senate and have 14-year staggered terms for a reason: to protect them from political pressure. The board operates out of the Eccles building in Washington and holds one of the most powerful roles in global finance. But here's the thing, though. The Federal Reserve is not a branch of government. It's not. So that's why it matters when Mr. T accuses them of being complicit. He's accusing the very body tasked with keeping the economy stable to trying to crash it. It's a huge claim with no proof. Well, we do know that he is very theatrical, so are you surprised at all? But all I'm trying to say here, guys, is that while I don't think that the Fed is conspiring necessarily against him, he does have some valid points. Again, 3 rate cuts for Biden when the economy and inflation were worse than they are now, but 0 absolutely refusing even a 25 basis point cut under the current administration with a much better economy and a much better inflation reading. So there is something to what Mr. T is saying at this point, right? Food for thought. All right, what else do we have? Let's close that up. Stablecoins. Let's see what Pompliano has to say about stablecoins. Stablecoins are eating the world.
Stablecoins are eating the world, and it seems like every single market participant is jumping headfirst into the deep end, and they want to get into the game right now. Here's just a couple of examples from the last week. The Senate passed the Genius Act in another step towards a federal framework for stablecoins. Stripe announced a deeper partnership with Shopify that's going to help businesses in 34 countries immediately start accepting stablecoins. Coinbase announced Coinbase Payments. It's a full-stack stablecoin payments product that is built for commerce platforms. Founders Fund from Peter Thiel, they invested in Ubex, which is a clearing system for stablecoins that was built by a 20-year veteran at Citigroup. JP Morgan announced JPMD. It's the bank's alternative to US dollar stablecoins, and the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Walmart and Amazon, they're both exploring how to launch their own stablecoins as well. That list is not even exhausted from just the last week, and it highlights just how quickly companies are embracing this new technology. Even Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, he was pushing the stablecoin narrative in a recent interview. He said that stablecoins could reinforce dollar supremacy. Take a listen to this.
Because crypto, that seems to be a threat to the dollar, doesn't it?
I think it's the opposite.
Oh, really?
I think stable coins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stable coins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries or T-bills.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, if you are using a stable coin in Nigeria that's backed by the U.S. dollar, you don't actually have to have dollars. It's on your phone. You can transact. So I think there's a very good chance that crypto is actually one of the things that locks in dollar supremacy.
And is that why it was crucial that Donald Trump get involved in crypto rather than trying to constrain it like Joe Biden was?
I think constrain's too mild a word.
See how she tried to trap him there, and he completely went left on
I
her.
think make it extinct.
Oh.
So this administration's commitment to digital assets, it's innovation, because there's so many other things that happen around digital assets. And also, it's one of those things that it's one of the most important phenomena that's happening in the world, and the U.S. just ignored it.
Now, it doesn't get more serious than the leader of the United States Treasury saying that stablecoins are essential for the US dollar to continue winning on the global stage. I agree with him. Castle Island's Nick Carter, he reminded us that he gave a speech last year on stablecoins. In it, he talks about the crypto dollarization has happened already in Venezuela, Argentina, and Nigeria. Nick believes that it's much more aggressive than conventional dollarization, which is often limited by the availability of the physical banknote. Now, Nick believes that in a decade, there will be many fewer sovereign currencies, and most weak nations will be dollarized. But he doesn't think it's going to be through the government intervention, but by a spontaneous bottom-up process. In effect, the consumer will engage in currency substitution, and that will force the government's hand. Stablecoins eliminate the power of borders in currency choice, and it allows network effects to actually take hold. That's why we see the dollar representing more than 99% of stablecoins, but only 40 to 60% of international reserves and financial flows. Stablecoins make currency substitution much faster and more aggressive, and they are also impossible to stop. In almost all cases where nation states have attempted to prohibit flows from your local currency into stablecoins, they've eventually relented. Now, I completely agree with Nick as well. Bitcoin's going to win, and US dollars in stablecoin form, they're going to aggressively win as well. This means the weakest fiat currencies are going to fall at the feet of Bitcoin and dollars. They'll be the losers. It's crazy to watch this play out. Technologists built better payment rails for all currencies, and now the legacy players, they got to bend the knee to adopt the dollar stablecoin. And don't expect that trend to slow down anytime soon.
I've often talked about, people ask me about CBDCs and stuff, and I've always said that CBDCs are not going to happen. They might be a hybrid at some point, but they're going to call stablecoins. They're going to call them stablecoins, right? That's really what it's going to boil down to. So yeah, what else do we have here? We got a new listing for Swiftcoin, guys. Check it out. Swiftcoin now listed on Biddiness exchange. Swap with speed, zero compromise on decentralized exchange. It's a DEX built on BNB. So there you go. New listing for Swiftcoin, guys. Very bullish. Also, so listen, guys, I have a lot of collaborations coming up in a very short amount of time, right? Saturday, Cesar and I will be live. And then later Saturday evening, Max and I believe, will be live. I intend on messaging Rule Black to get him on the channel within the next, hopefully 2 weeks. I got Hara coming on the channel. I'm going to shoot a message over to Run My Crypto. People have been asking me to get him back on the channel. There's a lot, and a couple more. Jesse, I'm getting Jesse on the channel on one of the weekends coming up. So there's a lot of collaborations coming up over in a very short amount of time. And people have been asking me why I slowed down doing collaborations, why I slowed down on having guests on the channel and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, everything that I do is based on metrics, or based on the algorithms that you guys give me, right? That you guys show me. And one thing I noticed over time, whenever I did like a Jasmine roundtable, or whenever I had a guest on of any kind, all of the algorithm stuff completely stopped. The likes, like people were not hitting the like button. The super chats dried up, like nobody sends any super chats. The chat gets quiet. So that tells me all of these metrics, your engagement tells me you don't like it when I have people on, right? So if you want me to have more guests on the show and stuff like that, I just know that I read what you guys enjoy and what you don't enjoy based on your engagement with the channel, right? And that's what tells me which direction I need to go in. And a lot of times it tells me you guys prefer just to have me on here talking smack and chatting with you guys, right? So if you like having guests on and stuff like that, I have a lot of them coming up in a very short amount of time. So engage. Show me through the algorithm that you want more guests, you want more collaborations and stuff, if that's what you want. Or don't engage, and I'll know that you don't really want much more collaboration. I hope that makes sense, guys. However you guys engage with the channel is the direction that I go in, right? So I really leave it up to you guys as a majority. So, but look forward to all of that, guys. And as always, I got to get over to the Patreon and get ready. We're going to be going live over there in about a half an hour. So make sure you guys are there for that. If you need mentorship in this space, if you need help, you need guidance, you need tips, get over there. We can help you with everything you need to know about this market, from portfolio structure to exit strategies, when to take profits, when not to take profits, how to roll your profits into other things, how to identify studs from duds, hot wallets, cold wallets, centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, how, like everything, guys. Get over to the Patreon for that help. We have mentorship coaching calls every day. Check those out. We're also live every day over there as well. We drop educational content and exclusive Patreon only content. I just dropped 100x potential gem over there as well if you want to get in early on that, guys. So check it all out. The link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. It's everywhere you want to be. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys later tonight. God bless.